I used to hint and hope they'd see, to care for me. I drop soft clues and soften knees, then blame myself when love would bleed. I praised the bare and held the small. I taught them how to give it all. I made it easy and sat alone inside the mess. I don't remind how to love me now. Don't rehearse when or how. It's not found in freedom, and it's not love I'll build upon. I'm not a guide to feel unseen. I won't explain what love should mean. I used to teach with patient grace how not to vanish from my space. And now I sit with what they show and walk away from love that's blurred. I don't beg to be received. Don't convince to be believed. If care must come by my demand, then it was never meant to stand. I don't remind or plead or try. Don't hold on and wonder why. I wait for who just arrived with steady love that feels alive. And if they don't, I'll still be home, because my worth is mine alone. I cried in rooms no one could see, held back storms so they felt free. I took the blame, I took the sting, but never let steal my wing. They called me weak for how I cared, but never asked what I had there. My kindness held what broke in two, and still I smiled and followed through. Being soft was never my weakness. I bent with grace, but broke with reason. I held my light praise, but to stay. Don't call me less for choosing peace. It takes more strength to never cease. They raised their voice, I stayed composed. They slammed the door, I gently closed. They ran from weight, I stood up straight with trembling hands, but solid faith. I held the love they threw away. I stayed when others chose to stray. I kept my heart when it was bruised. That's not weak, that's refused. Being soft was never surrender. It was my fight, my quiet center. I gave without expecting more, and walked myself to my own door. If strength is loud, then let me be the soft that stands eternally. I showed up soft, I stayed so long. I held the cracks when things went wrong. I was the call they knew would come, the steady light they leaned upon. I let things slide, I made it work. I held the peace through every hurt. They praised my strength, but not the strength, and loved me most when I stayed plain. I was the constant they took for granted, the one who stayed when love felt slanted. They didn't ask what held me still, just came and left when it fit their will. And now I see what I allowed, being there safe, but not there proud. I needed less, but not like this. Not love that fades, but wants my fix. They loved my care, but not my core. Took my open as their door. I won't be the easy stay for those who come but never pay. never call, so let them feel what they once had, because I won't be there, understand. I used to hope you'd pick my light, held my breath on quiet nights. I stood in line without a name, thinking love was some slow game. I gave you time you didn't need. You watched me break, but didn't bleed. I begged for signs from silent skies. But love, real love doesn't hide. I'm not a maybe, you get to choose. Not someone's pause, something to lose. I'm not a door you walk back through when the world is cold and you need true. If I'm not sure in how you show, then I already know to go. I'm not a heart you keep on hold, not half a truth or something told. I am the love you stand or leave, not the ache you half believe. I won't wait to be enough, won't be your test or gentle bluff. I want the love that shows not sway, not one that fades on heavier days. So if you pause when you see me, I'll walk on and set me free. I wanna love that knows and stays, none that drifts through empty haze. I'm not a maybe, not a guess. I am a soul on take list. I told the truth before it bruised. I said I care without excuse, but every word they used against, until my love felt like a fence. I opened up with steady hands, they turned my depth into demands, and made me feel like too much light should only show in softer night. I was honest and they made me regret it, held my truth just to forget. promised for real, then looked away when real was more than they could stay. But I still speak, just not for them. I won't regret my voice again.
I won't go mute to feel adored. I won't play safe to feel ignored. My words are soft, but they don't shake. They only rise when love's sake. Our words of fear, they won't erase my what is fake. I told my heart and they withdrew, but that just means they weren't true. If truth is allowed for them to bear, then I deserve what meets me there. I was honest and they stepped back, but I won't shrink or take that back. My love is clear, my needs are too, and one day they'll regret they knew. But I won't twist to keep things smooth, because honesty is still my proof. They loved me most when I was light, when I stayed small and soft on sight. They loved the parts that didn't ask, but not the fire behind the mask.
I tried to fit inside their calm. I hid my depth to keep their palm. But watered down is not the way I wanna love the ones to stay.
I'm not hard to love, I'm just not hollow. I won't be dim just to feel follow. I hold my hurt and only stay where love still stands. I hold my truth with both my hands and only stay where love still stands.
I won't erase to be adored. That's not a love I'm moving toward.
They like the me that bent and bowed, not the one that speaks aloud. But this time I won't split in two. I need a love that shows up true. If you want ease, go find a shell. I carry oceans, you must dwell. I'm not a breeze you chase then lose. to love, I'm just whole. I won't pretend to fit a role. I want a bond that sees it all, not just the rise, but every fall. So if you flinch at depth or flame, you never came to love my name. I used to spell my soul out slow, prove my love before they'd show. I'd list my light just to be seen, like worth was something I had to mean. I answered doubts that weren't my own, kept trying hard to feel like home. I made my heart so easy to read, but still they asked if I was neat. I'm done explaining why I'm worth it, done convincing what love's purpose is. If you don't feel the way I stay, then no more words will make you stay. I won't decode or sell my soul to those unsure of something whole. I've made my case too many times to those who flinch at honest signs, but worth is not what you defend, it's what stays still and doesn't bend. I want the ones who just receive, who feel my love and don't disbelieve, who see my death and call it safe. Not something hard they have to chase. I'm done explaining what should be known, done standing still for overgrown. I speak my truth, I show up real, and that should be enough to feel. I won't repeat why I am blue. Some hearts just lose, I won't be sold. I smiled on days I couldn't breathe, held up the room, then grieved beneath. I was the one they leaned upon, but no one asked where I had gone. I kept a light to not be weighed, I held the
cracks behind the gate, and every time I needed care, I told myself, don't you dare. I wasn't strong all the time, I just hit my brakes well. I patched the parts I couldn't tell. I cried in ways no one could see, because soft was safe when strong was me. But now I know I'm still enough, even when I'm not that tough. I held the hurt so no one knew, became the calm they all ran to. But I deserve to fall apart and still be held with gentle heart. I want the kind who stays through mess, who holds me close without the guess, who knows that strength is sometimes rest, and softness too can be what's best. I wasn't strong all the time, and that's not shame. It's just my truth, not just my name. I'll wear my tears without the fear that they'll define why I am here. So if you love me, love the full, not just the girl who held it all. I gave them time, I gave them space, I let them drift and held their place. I stayed the same while they went cold, and called that love instead of hold. I bent my knees to fit their fear, waited months to feel them near. I thought if I just didn't break, they'd finally give instead of take. I thought my patience would make them stay, that if I loved and gave them grace, they'd see the light inside my hands and choose to meet what waits and stands. But of the door, while they looked back, I felt the silence is just a keg.
But someone who can't stand your truth I'll never build a lasting roof.
I want the love that shows up whole, that doesn't need a softer role. I won't be calm just to be kept, or play it cool to earn respect.
I thought my patience would make them see, but all it did was quiet me. I gave them room and lost my song, but now I know that wait was wrong.
I won't delay what's meant to move. I want the love that doesn't prove. I bit my tongue when burned to speak. I softened edges to stay meek. I held my truth beneath my breath and called it love. To fear was left. I nodded yes when I meant no. I let things pass to keep them close. But love that shakes when you are true is love that only loves part of you. I thought staying quiet would keep them near, that hiding her would make it clear. But silence grows what can't be seen, and soon I vanish in between. Now I know what love should do. It welcomes every part of you. I kept things light to feel secure. The silence made me less, not pure. I don't want love that needs me small. I want the kind that takes it all. I won't go quiet to be held. If fear in me makes love decay, then it was never meant to stay. I thought staying quiet would make love last, but silence only buried the past. Now I speak as my voice is what love takes. I won't trade words for borrowed time. I wanna love that meets my mind. I bit my tongue when it turned red, held back the words I should have said. I smiled through things that made me fold and called it love to not feel cold.
I stayed so calm when I was shaking, kept them warm while I was breaking. I shrank myself to fit their need, then called it grace when I would bleed.
I broke my own heart just to keep theirs intact, carried their weight and never asked. I made it easy to stay blind and called it love to fall behind. But now I see what love won't take. My soul is not the price they make.
I softened blows they never saw. I let things slide that felt like flaw.
But silence doesn't heal the wound. It only hides
What will consume?
I won't go quiet just to be near. I won't pretend I didn't fear. If love is real, it holds your sound, not only when you're watered down. I broke my own heart to feel less alone, but now I'd rather stand on my own. I won't protect what makes me ache just to keep a bond that breaks. This time I choose what chooses me, not just what else to stay half-free. I stayed soft when things got loud. Let silence keep the room unbowed. I held my words to keep things smooth, but lost my truth in every move. I thought restraint was being wise, so I bit back and swallowed sighs. I let them leave to not disrupt, then wondered why I felt erased and shut. I'm not quiet to be overlooked, not here to be a page unbooked. Stillness isn't meant to bend. My softness has a solid end. If you can't hear me when I'm calm, and you'll miss the girl who holds the song. I won't compete to just be seen, won't turn loud to prove I mean. I speak with pause, not for delay, but so my truth has room to stay. My quiet is an empty space. It's where I choose to set my pace. I don't perform to win your view. I stand in stillness, clear and true. I'm not quiet to disappear. So if I missed when I'm this near, then maybe you were never here. I remember dates they always forgot. I gave my all and asked for naught. I cheered the ones who stood half there and called that love because they cared. I showed up full with both hands white. They showed up late, but stayed inside. And every time they gave me less, I softened more and called it yes. I deserve the kind of love I'd give away, the kind that sees me when I don't stay, the kind that holds without being told. Please check in, but don't be cold. I don't need grand, I don't need loud, just love that stays when no one's proud.
Won't be a grace for those who drift. I won't be light, they only lift when it feels good or fits their frame. I need a love that says my name. I return, not just repeat. I
want a love that feels complete. I'll give my heart, but not alone. I'll wait for one who builds it home. I deserve the kind of love I give for free. Not love that fades when asked to see. No more maybe, no more try. I want a love that doesn't lie. So if it's not as deep as mine, we'll step away and call that fine. Brought the glue, he brought the crack. I tried to give what they held back. I called it love when I held tight, but all they gave was silent fight.
I patched the holes they left each time. I made their chaos look like mine. I stayed up late to soothe the noise, while they kept choosing every void.
I was trying to heal us both, but only I was making growth. They didn't want to truly mend, just watch me break and call it bend. I gave my light to fix our dark. They only gave a fading spark.
I brought the calm, they brought the storm. I made their absence feel like warm, but healing one, but healing one shouldn't mean two. And love won't grow in split-hearted glue if they can't meet me. You in the wait, then leaving isn't just escape. It's how you love your heart enough to stop confusing pain for trust. I was trying to heal a wound they kept reopening by tune of careless words and cold replies, and every soft and sorry lie. But now I see the clearest part. Healing can start with a closed heart.
asked for time, not all their days. I asked for truth, not perfect praise. I wanted love without disguise, but they mistook my depth for size. I needed care, not constant proof. I wanted calm, not always soothe. But every need they couldn't meet, they named as weight beneath my feet. I wasn't asking for too much, I was just asking the unwilling, and I gave them soft, they called it spilling. I asked for effort, not for more, but they kept drifting from the door. Now I know what love should do. It meets the need without rescue. I asked for space to just be me, not to explain my clarity. But those who flinch at simple light aren't meant to stay. I'll hold you right. I want the ones who lean, not run, who understand that love is done through showing up, not guessing games, through speaking clear, not passing blame. I wasn't asking for too much, and now I finally see I needed love that could hold me. No question marks or vacant rooms. I want a heart that always blooms. So now I ask without fear, because the right ones draw me near. I didn't ask for too much light, just something soft to feel like right. I spelled it slow in silent ways, but they still chose their empty stays. They knew my love was not a game. They saw my tears, but came to say I didn't need the world or stars, just someone who could meet my scars. They knew what I needed, they just chose not to give it. And that's not love, that's how you miss it. It wasn't that they didn't know. They just were built to help me grow. And now I see with quiet grace, and not all hearts did deserve a place.
I gave them room to come in close, but love can't breathe if no one shows. I made it clear in every tone, but they just left me loving alone.
They knew the way to meet me there, but chose the route of less and bear. I won't pretend they couldn't see. They simply chose not to choose me. They knew what I needed and still said no. With every silence, with every slow, I won't rewrite what's true to feel. They weren't unsure, they just weren't real. So now I love without defense and close the space I used to bend.
Loved me most when I was light, when I stayed small and soft on sight. They loved the parts that didn't ask, but not the fire behind the mask.
I tried to fit inside their calm. I hid my depth to keep their palm. But watered down is not the way I wanna love the ones to stay.
I'm not hard to love, I'm just not hollow. I won't be dim just to feel follow. I hold my heart and only stay where love still stands. I hold my truth with both my hands and only stay where love still stands.
I won't erase to be adored. That's not a love I'm moving toward.
They like the me that bent and bowed, not the one that speaks aloud. But this time I won't split in two. I need a love that shows up true. If you want ease, go find a shell. I carry oceans you must dwell. I'm not a breeze you
and lose. I'm for the ones who always choose. I'm not hard to love, I'm just whole. I won't pretend to fit a role. I want a bond that sees it all, not just the rise, but every fall. So if you flinch at depth or flame, you never came to love my name.